Okay, we're here finally. This video is being recorded really early in the morning, so I apologise for my voice if it sounds a bit groggy, but we're here finally. Resident Evil 9, Resident Evil Requiem has been announced. It's got a release date already, which is February, and we're going to talk about the game now a little bit and go over kind of what we know from the initial trailer, how it kind of links back to older titles in the franchise, maybe some lesser known ones for some people, and kind of end the video with some little rumours or things that are apparently going on with the game that we don't know about yet. But here we go. Okay, so Requiem. It is a seemingly new story, kind of. It doesn't follow off of the end of Village, or at least directly. Obviously that game ends like cliffhanger, but this seems to be going in a bit of a different direction on the surface of things anyway. So for anyone who doesn't know, you play as Grace Ashcroft, and that name is very important for a few reasons, mainly because one, it is Capcom finally acknowledging a super old game in the franchise that is just kind of been left where it is now, and that's Resident Evil Apocalypse. So Alyssa Ashcroft is one of the characters in Outbreak, and Grace in this game is her daughter. So that's pretty cool that they're finally kind of mentioning that game and having characters related to the characters in that game. That's very cool. I like that. Now the big thing is, so the 30th anniversary of Resident Evil is next year, and this game also releases next year, very close to the anniversary date, and we're going back to Raccoon City. I think of anything they could have done to celebrate the 30th anniversary, this was probably the best thing they could have done. At the end of the day, it's the most iconic location in the franchise by far, and to be able to go back there after the events of Resident Evil 3, obviously in the trailer, the whole town, the whole city is just completely blown to bits. It's very cool to see. So I'm pretty fucking hyped about being able to go back and explore it, you know, post-Outbreak. From the footage of the city itself, obviously you can see the big old crater where the bomb hit. The R.P.D. is back. It looks really cool to see it like blown out and just really like ruined. There are other bits in the trailer that people seem to think are other locations, but I highly doubt that. I won't really go into that too much in this video, but pretty much someone said, you know, is that a Spencer Mansion in the trailer? There's like a bit where you're walking through a real narrow hallway with windows down one side, kind of similar to that iconic hallway in that game. I don't think so. I think, you know, the whole kind of mansion exploded like fully, so I doubt that, unless, you know, there's like some kind of, I don't know, flashback or something like that. But again, with the characters involved, I highly doubt it. Another thing that'll be interesting to me, and it does kind of look like it might be the case in the trailer, is will we actually see kind of, you know, zombies, you know? At the end of the day, this is Raccoon City, this is where the outbreak happened. There could actually be, you know, just actual zombies in this game, which has been a long time since, you know, that has actually happened, so I think that would be pretty cool. But that's pretty much the trailer summed up. I do kind of want to talk about things that are kind of being spoken about online right now. Okay, so gameplay wise, obviously we don't know anything just yet. You know, it only got revealed like yesterday, so we're not going to see any gameplay, I don't think, for a little bit. But there are people out there with valid concerns. I think there is one thing that, based off rumours, and I don't really like talking about rumours, but we're going to talk about it anyway. I am a little bit concerned. So first of all, perspective, third or first, I don't know. A shot in the dark, I'm going to say third, but I wouldn't be surprised based off of older games that maybe there's a toggle for either one, you know, whichever one you prefer. But me, I would probably rather play in third person anyway, so there's that. Now apparently, based off rumours and stuff, this is going to be a big gameplay shake-up. Still a horror game, obviously it's a survival horror game, but the one thing that I kind of saw a few months ago now is that RE9 is going to be open world in some degree. And I don't necessarily like open world games anymore anyway, that's just me, I don't. But it depends what it's like, really. Like, I kind of get Evil Within 2 vibes, where you have like the town, you can explore it, there's different locations, you can go to the like side missions, but it's not really open world. That vibe I like, but I don't really know how I feel about it in a Resident Evil game. But at the same time, you know, if it is Raccoon City and we do get to explore the city, you know, after the bombs fell, that would be pretty cool. So I am kind of leaning towards it being quite fun, But it more depends with open world to me how it's done, rather than like the actual idea of open world itself. If it's done well, it's fine. If it's just a cluttered mess, I probably won't like it. But at the same time, this is not like a sprawling, you know, franchise like Assassin's Creed or GTA or something like that. So it's probably not going to be like over the top. Evil Within 2 vibes with how you explore is kind of what I'm expecting, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. I know it's like not a lot of information, but there is a few interesting bits to cover, and I wanted to get a video out to kind of talk about the game. I'm very excited to play it. In terms of covering the game, I will probably make videos only when official announcements happen. And obviously when the game comes out, I'll be covering it a lot more. So I don't want to cover leaks and silly stuff, but I'll be there when big news officially comes out. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Leave your thoughts on Resident Evil 9, Resident Evil Requiem down below in the comments. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one.